It was a warm, breezy afternoon when Jack, Lucy, and their ever-curious dog Rex set off for a day of exploring the beach near their holiday cottage. The sun was shining brightly, and the sea sparkled like 1,000 diamonds in the distance. "Let's go down to the cliffs," said Jack, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "I heard there's an old shipwreck somewhere along the coast. It could be full of treasure." "Treasure? Really, Jack?" Lucy said with a skeptical look, but she was already grabbing her hat and running towards the path. "If you want to search for treasure, I'm coming along, but I expect it'll be nothing more than a few rusty old nails." "Oh, come on, Lucy. Where's your sense of adventure?" Jack laughed. "Besides, I've got a map I found in the attic. It says there's a treasure hidden near the wreck. We might just be lucky." Rex, their faithful dog, barked happily as he raced ahead, his tail wagging in the wind. The children followed him eagerly as they made their way down to the beach, where the cliffs rose high above them. The sound of the waves crashing against the rocks was loud and thrilling. As they reached the base of the cliffs, they noticed something strange. The tide was low, and part of a shipwreck was exposed, its timbers blackened by the salt water and age. The children could just make out the shape of the ship, half buried in the sand, with only its stern visible. "There it is!" shouted Jack, pointing at the wreck. "We found it!" "Now, where's the treasure?" Lucy's eyes widened in surprise. "Well, it certainly looks like a shipwreck, but where do we start looking for the treasure?" Jack pulled out the map he had found earlier. The map says there's a hidden chest buried beneath the wreck. It's supposed to be locked, but there's a clue nearby that will help us open it. The children carefully made their way around the wreckage, looking for any sign of the hidden chest. Rex, meanwhile, was sniffing around the rocks, his ears perked up. "Look!" Lucy cried, pointing at a large stone with strange markings. "There's a clue. It looks like part of the map right here on the rock." Jack rushed over and examined the stone closely. Sure enough, the markings matched the symbols on the map. "It says 3 paces north, then 2 paces west. Let's see where that leads us." The children counted their steps carefully, with Rex following along at their heels. After taking 3 paces north and 2 paces west, they stopped in front of a large boulder near the wreck. Jack knelt down, brushing away the sand and pebbles. "I think we've found it," he said, his voice full of excitement. Beneath the boulder, they could just make out the corner of a wooden chest. With a little more digging, they uncovered the chest entirely. It was old, and its metal hinges were rusted shut. Jack took a deep breath. "It's locked, but the map says there's a way to open it." Lucy examined the chest carefully. "What if we try pressing the stone again? Maybe there's a secret button or something." Jack grinned. "Great idea." He pressed the rock again, and to their amazement, the chest's lock clicked open with a soft click. The chest creaked as they lifted the lid. Inside was an assortment of gold coins, glittering jewels, and an ancient scroll. But there was one more surprise, a small bronze key tucked inside the scroll. "What's this?" Lucy asked, holding up the key. Jack squinted at the map once more. "This key must fit into something else. The treasure isn't just this chest. There's something even bigger hidden around here." With the key in hand and their hearts racing with excitement, the children carefully followed the map's next clue. It led them around the wreck and toward a large rocky outcrop on the far side of the beach. As they approached, they saw a strange door set into the side of the rocks. It was partly covered by ivy and moss, and the wooden door seemed to have been forgotten by time. The key fit perfectly into the lock. With a click, the door creaked open, revealing a hidden cave within the rocks. Inside, the children found the real treasure. Chests filled with rare golden artifacts, ancient jewelry, and priceless treasures from long ago. "This is it," Jack said, breathless. "We found the real treasure of the shipwreck."